If you were a villain and could choose any animal to fight by your side, what animal would you choose and why? Canadian Goose. Just one is fine. Dude, it's supposed to be a sidekick, not the actual villain. This is gonna be a Sith-like situation where the apprentice offs the master. But the rule of two. Who will the goose choose as its apprentice? If only real animals are allowed, an elephant. If made-up animals are allowed, a demon elephant. Elephant. I would probably choose a flying one. Either an eagle or owl. But since I'm gonna be a villain, one of those giant vultures would suffice. Owls are a pretty common villain theme in comics. Who? A Florida man. Provide me with meth and I'm in. Isn't that the state motto? Their state bird is the brick. As someone who has lived in Florida for over 40 years, I feel this comment. I feel it because some ducker decided to throw a brick at me and hit me in my ribs. Oh Florida. We are so doomed. Northerner here, vacationed in Fort Lauderdale once. Never again. A subway the size of a closet, operated by 3 Russian dudes, all of whom were named some variation of Vasily, a balding man screaming at the manager of the boardwalk span and Jerry's about them needing more lactose-intolerant options. A man who showed up to a family diner on the boardwalk during breakfast hours holding a beer can for the sole purpose of cursing at the morning sports wrap-up. Some dipshits riding dirt bikes down the beach at 4 in the morning. A drunk man bellowing at the seagulls and pigeons about how he would gun them down. A shocking amount of pregnant 20-somethings smoking by the poolside. 2 grown men with beer bellies smacking each other's flab with their respective toddlers' boogie boards until their bellies turn scarlet, then leaving the beach to go find some booze and more. Your state is ducked, Chief. I feel attacked. That last one hits too close. When did Fort Lauderdale put in subways? Hippo. When hippos shit, they spin their tails in order to spread it all over the place. The radius they cover can reach up to 10 meters. I didn't believe this at first, but I googled it, and I'm sad that you're right. Then it led me here. U2.B. I saw it happen on a 3rd grade field trip at the zoo. My friend and I were hysterically laughing and trying to point it out to our other classmates. The teacher was mortified, she also had no idea they did that. I've seen zoo elephants eat other elephants' shit. I've never seen them do that in the wild. You've seen elephants in the wild? Yes, in South Africa, Namibia, Botswana, and Uganda. Fantastic animals. They usually leave you alone as long as you do the same, although the desert elephants of the Damaraland in Namibia can be a bit testy. Wow. That is so cool. Absolutely. I'm very grateful for having been able to do this. We were supposed to go to Namibia for summer break, but now that's on hold until who knows when. Oh no. How come? Edit, you know what? I realized the second I clicked to post. But I'm going to leave it up so the world can see and rejoice in my momentary absent-minded buffoonery. A silverback gorilla. He can provide close-range protection while I attack from a distance. Also, gorillas can tear the arms off a human pretty quickly. Lift cars and even cuddle kittens. Excellent, all 3 will be important in my quest for world domination. But are they gentle lovers? Wait, what? Dicks out. Bro. Support this. Username checks out. A crab named Citizen Snips Edit. Holy crap. My first award for a Futurama reference. Thanks. An elephant who never forgets to kill. A badger with a troubled past. And nothing left to lose. In a world where the animal kingdom has gone lawless, one badger must overcome his past to find justice. I remember those names, you sly dog. A rhino, they can flip a car with basically no effort. Hippos are basically the same thing except marine, and instead of one big horn they have a trash compactor for a face. African trash compactor is my new favorite name for hippos. I am fighting every urge to look up African trash compactor on Urban Dictionary. It has to be a thing. Komodo Dragon. Actually, the Komodo Dragon would be the main villain, and it'd be the companion animal. I can see it, the hero beats you down and you laugh and say, "Oh, you thought I was the boss," and the Komodo stands on two legs and starts laughing. And I don't know if you've seen a Komodo stand up, but they do it a lot to fight other Komodos, so that can't be good news. And Hess got an eye patch. When Hess beaten, he reveals that behind it is another eye patch. A goose. Specifically this one goose at my local golf course I always feed crackers to when I go by the lake on the third hole. He's cool with me and I'm pretty sure he'd be down to duck shit up as long as I provide crackers. So your supervillain name would be Maverick? Only if he plans to eject the goat out of a jet that breaks its neck. Honey badger. Self-explanatory. Honey badger don't give a shit. Bro, it's been forever since I've seen that video. That dude ducking annihilated that African bin hive though. God, I want to see a bean hive. Grizzlies. They're tanks. A full-grown exemplary grizzly bear is probably worth a lot more than any who goes face to it. And they look cuddly. Edit 1, wow, never knew this would get upvoted that much. I changed my mind, am going with Kodiak bears instead. Why not polar? They would melt too fast. How about a growler or a Pizza best of both worlds? Hybrids between polar bears and grizzlies actually exist, and they are called pizzlies or growlers. Gimme 2 seconds to find a link. Edit, here it is fr.m.wikipedia.org. The number of confirmed hybrids has risen to 8 and all originate from the same female polar bear. Mama likes the dark meat. Sea slug. Nobody would be expecting that. Hermesinda crassicornis. Terror of the intertidal. Ada, I'd like to thank Brusca Brusca. Black panther. Lethal, stealthy, agile, badass AF. Checks all the villain criteria. Thanks. Third in my class at villain school. Courage the cowardly dog. The hero lies broken on the ground, gun pressed against their forehead. The things I do for love. Bang. You think you can just keep scaring this little pup over and over again, don't you? A raccoon. Better yet, make it a pack of raccoons, each with its own specific skill set. I read that wrong at first. I was trying to figure out why trash pandas needed a skillet. Ever seen Tangled? WTF, I just got a silver for referencing a children's movie that I still love at 18 years old. Thanks y'all. Imagine tracking the villain down to the end of a pier on a gray rainy day, the waves are crashing and she's completely alone, out of options, nowhere to go. When suddenly she turns around and makes a motion with her hand and a number of Lovecraftian tentacles shoot out from the dark water, some swirling in the air, others grabbing your companions and dragging them off the dock and into the abyss as they frantically, pleadingly try to reach out for anything to help. Only you remain. You draw your weapon. Giant squid. Me, takes like 5 steps back to get out of range. You underestimate the sheer power and intellect of squids. 1. They can easily come out of the water, that's no problem for them. 2. They can alter their skin color and structure so you might not even notice they left the water. 3. They can lose tentacles and will grow them back. 4. While their flesh is soft and can fit into any shape, they can also alter the structure to be hard, so they can take hits without getting damaged, and they can whack you. 5. Some of them, especially from deep sea, have chitin teeth on their suckers or thorns on their tentacles to kill prey more easily. 6. Their bite is venomous. 7. They have 3 hearts and 9 brains, and are hard to kill. Even when dead, their tentacles keep moving. And you telling me 5 steps back are enough to escape a giant squid? Cheers on your optimism. Smile. Edit. Due to translating back and forth between English and German, I thought squids are basically a superclass for octopi, calamari etc. That's wrong, and point 7 doesn't apply to squids. Edit 2, and also it's octopi who can leave the water, squids cannot. Folks, stop upvoting this. This is the typical guy says the wrong thing in a cool way Reddit post, mea culpa. I didn't know that. Better take 7 really big steps back to be safe. Tick 8.2, to avoid water splash on your face.